Okay, I think I'm recording. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So, welcome to our first call. I'm super excited to have you on.
Yay.
It's just two of us. I know that it's gonna grow from here. And feel free to invite your coaches too if they want to hop on, in the future. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing, I have like a little agenda. I know before I get into the meat of the topic that you guys wanted me to talk about, I did want to do a couple recognitions. I do want to definitely recognize you, Nydia, for not only for hitting Success Club 2 this month. You're the only one on our team who's hit it so far, or who has points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's awesome. But also for last month, you totally kicked ass. And I'm super proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people would have quit, and that's a problem. I think a lot of people quit before the magic happens. And you haven't. And that's so admirable.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Because now you're seeing the success of it. And now you're seeing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it, And you know that you can do it because you've done it once. So now you just keep doing it. And I'm super, super duper proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I also wanted to, she's not on the call, but I do want to shout out to Vicky. She also did Success Club last month and she became Emerald just like you did. You guys actually became Emerald the same day. So props to both of you.
Yay.
So then other announcements that you should know, you probably know this already, but just so that you're aware and maybe a reminder, this month is the Team Cup, where it's week 2, we're underway. So for those of you listening in on the recording, keep pushing, keep inviting, don't give up. You can do it. You only need to help 3 people this month. So there's still plenty of time. And then we can use for Success Club, we can use challenge packs and use that as our leverage because anytime that the 21-day fix challenge packs are on sale, I have a good month because it's very popular. And it's only $140. So I usually tell people it's almost like getting it for free because when you do the math, it's almost like getting it for free when you buy Shakeology. So somebody who's interested in Shakeology, I always tell them you might as well get the challenge pack because it's almost like getting it for free after taxes and shipping. With a challenge pack, the shipping price is reduced to $2, and the tax is the same, so it comes out to the same price. So I always recommend that. The 21-day fix, the 21-day fix extreme are both on sale for $140. The size challenge pack is $140. The 3-day refresh challenge pack is $140. And then all of those challenge packs with the kickstart, meaning with the 3-day refresh as well, is $180. So all of those are available this month. Another thing I wanted to, if you guys didn't know, there's something on demand. There's something on demand now called Digital Unlocks. It's on Beachbody On Demand. If you don't have Beachbody On Demand, I highly, highly recommend it, or either for you or your clients. If your clients are on-demand members, they can unlock the premium challenge packs like T25, Body Beast, and Size directly from On Demand, and they get a huge discount, like 50% off of the regular DVDs. So that's an awesome option for your customers or for you, and you still do get the coaching price. So they do honor that. The coach discount will be applied at discount if you decide to do it. So don't worry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the topic, and I'm just going to lower the volume really quick. Give me 1 second. That's member abs, guys. Windshield tap. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so you guys wanted to know about closing, right? And like you guys worry a little bit about objections and people telling you no at the price and kind of getting stuck there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just typed out some tips and some my guidance for you and kind of what I do. So the first thing I want to talk about is scripts. If you're not using a script, you should be. I don't know what you're doing, Nydia. Are you using scripts?
I am.
Which script are you using?
I kind of made my own, and I have it saved on my phone, so I just like copy and paste.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's scripts available everywhere. There's the one in LE, Legacy Elite. There's a bunch actually with the different programs. There's a one that I posted in our group that I personally use that I also copy paste. There's also one in the back office under news and training called the Customer 5-Step Invitation Process. That one's a little too like businessy. It's not very personal, but it gives you a good guideline on like how you should be, in what order you should be doing this, asking the questions and all of that, the forming. So it's important, guys, that you find the script and you use it. Okay, so it's good that you have a script, Nydia. And when you find a good script, you just want to make sure that your script has a lot of questions in it, that you're not just, like if someone reaches out to you wanting to know about, for example, the 21-day fix, that you're not just like here and you're vomiting all the information about the program and the price. You want to make sure that your script has a lot of questions about them, about their goals, their needs, their wants, what they like, what they don't like. And you want to get to the root of their why. If you build a connection this way, the close will be a little bit easier. So some other tips that I have for closing. Okay, so while you're forming them and you're finding out their goals and their why and their, you know, how much weight they want to lose, what they've done in the past, etc., you want to get them kind of on a yes roll. You want to ask them a lot of questions that have them saying yes. And this is kind of like a psychological thing. It kind of prepares them to say yes when you actually ask them the question if they're ready to join. Great closers, I've noticed, ask a lot of questions that answer yes. So what's an example of that? So once you're done like asking them all those questions, you're gonna kind of like repeat what they said. So you can say something like, okay, so your goal is to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. Is that correct? Yes, they're gonna say yes. Okay, so you want to be a size 12 by your vacation in January. Is that correct? Yes. Whatever the goal they told you, you just kind of want to reiterate it in a way that's going to make them say yes to you. And you want to do that several times. Something that you see in my script is I talk to them about the exercise portion of the workout, and I'll say, do you think you can find 30 minutes in a day to work out? Most people are going to say yes, because come on, 30 minutes is really nothing. So, and then another thing I say, does this system work for you? Yes. Do you think, do you struggle with any, whatever? And then you just ask them yes or no questions. And especially if they've already told you what their goal is, they'll say yes. You know, you just want to get them on that roll. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that another tip I have is to be relatable. People like to do business with people that they like, obviously, right? So people that they trust. So especially people that you haven't spoken to in a long time, or people that you don't really know, like your cold market, you want to kind of find something and you want to build a bridge and relate to them in that way. So for example, if someone's talking to you about their goals and you're saying, oh, you know, our 10-year anniversary is coming up and we're going to this place for vacation. And let's say you've been married also 10 years or 9 years or something, like a long time like that too. You can say something like, oh my gosh, you've been married 10 years? So have I, or I've been married 9 years. What's the secret to staying, you know, married? Something like that. You just want to relate with them in a way that it gets them to open up and trust you. Okay, people like to do business with people that they trust. Something else you can do while you're talking to your prospects is to share stories. I know you've heard this probably many times on your trainings and your things, but facts tell, stories sell. Nobody really cares about every single ingredient in Shakeology. Like, if you can spit that out, that's awesome, but most people aren't gonna really, they're just gonna be like, okay, well, you know, whatever. People really wanna know is, does this work? And will it work for me? That's what they wanna know. So if you can give them a story, connect with them by sharing a story that of someone or of you, of someone who's had success that they can relate to, then that's gonna, they're going to see that someone like them has been successful in this program, and it's going to make them realize that this can work for them, and it's going to give them hope, and it's going to give them a bigger chance of saying yes to you. Okay. Another thing that you want to do is change your mindset a little bit when you're speaking to people. Assume that they're going to say yes. So towards the end of the whole spiel, when you're about to tell them how to enroll, instead you use words like, when you enroll, you'll want to blah blah blah. You have to believe in it, and it gives them also the same kind of psychological thing, like they're already part of your challenge group or your team. Okay, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that they're gonna say yes. Okay, and then that goes into also talking about price. When you talk about price, I'm not saying that you do this, but just generally, don't squirm when you talk about price, or don't kind of like beat around the bush. You know, don't apologize for the price. You have no control over the price. Any squirming that you do or hesitation that you do with price and cost, you're just going to pull the price objection right out of them. So what we need to do is just talk about the value, and we need to ourselves believe in the value of what we have to offer, because what we have to offer is awesome and it works. But also at the same time, be sincere, be open, be transparent. People can tell if you're just trying to sell them something. And so those are my little tips. And then I know that a big thing you guys wanted to talk about too was overcoming objections. With that, if somebody does give you the price objection, or, you know, the time objection, or any, really, don't argue with them or don't disagree. You want to agree with them, because their objection is valid, whatever it is. Most objections come from a place of fear or uncertainty, or maybe because you didn't answer a question that they had before. Maybe they don't even know that they have that question, you know? So one thing that you can do is, someone gives you an objection. Let's say somebody gave you the price objection. They say, oh my gosh, but $130 for Shakeology, that's crazy. That's too much money. Or something along those lines. You can say, you can agree with them, and then you use the feel, felt, found method. And that is basically when you say, okay, let's say someone says, oh my gosh, Shakeology for $130, that's just too much. I can't afford that right now. You can come back and say, I totally agree. I know exactly how you feel. I used to feel the same way. I felt the same way. But I have found that, and then you put in your story. So in this instance, you can say, something that I would say is like, well, I used to feel the same exact way when I saw the ticket price. But since I found that when I broke up the price into 30 servings, it really comes out to $4.30 per serving, which is cheaper than going to McDonald's or Starbucks every single day like I used to. So actually, it's saving me money. So you insert a story like that kind of helps them to overcome that objection, and also kind of helps people see a different side. Now, if you try that and you still get a no, don't be disappointed, because really a no doesn't mean no. It means not right now. They're just not ready. It's not anything personal to you. It's not really about you. It's about them. And you just need to detach yourself from the outcome anytime you're inviting or talking to prospects. And what you want to do is you just want to keep going, and you just want to keep inviting, and the people who are ready are going to be ready now. Some people are never ready, you know, and some people are, a lot of people are going to say they're ready and then disappear. That happens to me every single month. You have no idea.
Yep,
But
me too.
yeah, that's super common. People
Yeah.
say, yes, I pre-enroll them and they disappear. They never answer again. Some people block me. Like, it's ridiculous. That's going to happen. That's just the nature. But don't get discouraged by that. Don't let them, you can't bank. Like, let's say you have 3 people who told you yes, but they haven't bought yet. They'll say, oh, I'll buy next week. Don't let that be the final, say. Don't put all your eggs in those baskets. Keep talking to people, keep inviting, because you never know what's going to happen with those 3 people. So those are my tips. Also, there's in the back office, there's a PDF that's actually pretty good. It's called How to Overcome Objections, and it has the most common ones that people have, and it gives you tips on how to repeat and go back to what they were saying, or how to respond to that, pretty much. And that's pretty good because, you probably won't respond exactly the same way, but more or less it'll give you an idea of how to help them overcome that and just find out more information about why they're having that objection. So those are my tips for that. I know it was a lot. Do you have any questions right now that I can answer, Nydia?
No questions now.
Okay. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for hopping on. If I did this recording right, I'll post it in the group. Maybe you can go back and take notes at a different time, and then hopefully the team gets good use out of this. But if you have any questions after you think of something, feel free to post in the comments, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, girl. So keep rocking, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.